haven't already figured it out, we are coffee freaks around here. We like coffee and other hot drinks. Leslie really likes tea. So, you're doing work. You pour a cup of coffee. 15 minutes later, 20 minutes later, you remember that it's there and you go back to take a drink, and it's warm. It's not even hot anymore. I have a solution. The Ember temperature controlled mug. I am drinking one. Here, hang on. There we go. I'm drinking one right now. I have a gray one. Leslie has a black one. And let's just get to the bottom of what this thing is. Basically, it is, see the little light on the bottom? There's a battery in here. There's a little coaster that comes with it that plugs into the wall. There is rings, contact rings on the bottom of this mug that contact with little tabs on that coaster that heat this mug up. And well, they actually charge the battery that's in the mug so that the battery in the mug can heat the mug to your pre-selected preset temperature. If the mug is fully charged, you can have about 80 minutes of that pre-selected temperature. I have mine selected to 135 degrees. It doesn't seem very hot, but what's weird is your mind gets used to the fact that your coffee cools off, and then you'll go back to it like 15 minutes later and it's still hot, and it'll surprise you the first couple times you use it. It's pretty crazy. And the magic behind it actually is the app that you download. So you have the Ember app. You can choose what color you want your little display LED in case you need to differentiate, between a couple of them in your household. Leslie and I have different color mugs, so it's totally fine. Then you can go in there and you can pick presets for how hot you want your drink to be. So if 135 degrees is not hot enough for you, then you can adjust it to however you want. And it keeps the mug at that temperature, the liquid inside it at that temperature. The other cool part is it knows when the mug is empty so that it doesn't heat a non-liquid, right? So it doesn't ruin itself, basically. There's a little power button on the bottom. You just hold it, you pair it with your phone. Your phone does the rest. You can fiddle around with it. It's pretty cool. The app is pretty basic. You don't have to get confused by it. The long and the short of it is, your drink is warm for as long as you want it to be, up to 80 minutes. It'll last longer, I think, if you put it on the coaster every time. It'll last up to a couple hours if you're just placing it back on the coaster, but like right now I'm using it away from that little coaster. So when I'm, editing video or doing work on guitar stuff for our other channel, a lot of times I'll just have the coaster on my desk and I will have it plugged in and it will stay warm for a couple hours. It's pretty cool. So if you are a coffee junkie like me or Leslie, and you need your tea or your coffee, maybe a tea junkie, to be as warm as you want it for as long as you want it, the Ember mug is a pretty cool thing. I don't really have anything else to say about it than that, except that I really like it. I actually bought one for Leslie because I thought she would like it, and she liked it so much that she bought me one the other day. So there you go. Now we both have Ember mugs. I'll leave a link to it in the description of this video. And if you want one, you can use that link. It helps out the channel a little bit. It doesn't cost anything. It doesn't make it cost more or any of that kind of stuff. And I think you'll dig it. The Ember app enabled, what is this thing called? Temperature controlled mug. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you in the next video.